Hi everyone, welcome to MindBlend, your go-to channel for personal growth and mental well-being. Today we're going to delve into a crucial aspect of our lives that most of us often overlook, our boundaries. We'll explore the 10 signs you have poor boundaries. Now, why is this important, you might ask? Well, understanding and setting healthy boundaries is paramount to personal growth and nurturing healthy relationships. It's about respecting your time, your feelings, your needs and wants. But how do you know if your boundaries need a little work? That's exactly what we're going to uncover in this enlightening journey. So whether you're new here or a returning viewer, we're glad to have you with us. Before we dive into these signs, remember to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together. The first sign of weak boundaries is overcommitment. It's when you find yourself saying yes to everything and everyone, even when it's not necessarily in your best interest. You see, when we have healthy boundaries, we're able to discern between what we want to do and what we feel we should do. But when we're overcommitted, it's like we've lost that ability. We end up saying yes, even when we're uncomfortable, even when we're already stretched too thin. We disregard our own needs and wants just to keep others happy. It's like we're putting everyone else's comfort above our own. That's not healthy. It's a clear indication of poor boundaries. But here's the good news, you can change this. You can start setting boundaries. You can start saying no. And it's not just okay to say no sometimes, it's necessary. Your time, your energy, and your comfort matter. Remember that. Sign number 2, you have difficulty making decisions. Now, we're not talking about those everyday dilemmas like what to have for lunch or which socks to wear. We're diving deeper into those personal decisions that shape your life. If you find yourself constantly seeking validation or approval from others before making a choice, it might be a sign that your personal boundaries are a bit shaky. It's normal to want some input or advice from time to time, especially when the stakes are high. But when it becomes a pattern, when you feel unable to make a decision without someone else's nod of approval, it's time to take notice. This isn't about being stubborn or going it alone. It's about recognizing your own ability to make choices that are right for you. Your decisions are your own. It's okay to seek advice, but remember, the final call is yours. Third sign of poor boundaries, you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. This feeling of guilt, when you take out time for self-care, is a clear indication that your boundaries might need some redefining. It's like you're stuck in a cycle, constantly feeling that you are not doing enough for others, that you're letting them down when you choose to take care of yourself. This guilt can be quite overwhelming, leading to stress and burnout. The truth is, we all need time to recharge, to focus on our well-being. It's not about neglecting others, but about maintaining a healthy balance. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. That's why taking care of yourself is so crucial. It's not about being self-centered, but about being self-aware. You need to give yourself the same kindness and care that you give to others. Never feel guilty for taking care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential. Sign 4, you neglect your own needs. This is a common sign of poor boundaries that often goes unnoticed. It's natural to want to help others, to put their needs before our own from time to time. But when it becomes a constant practice, when you find yourself consistently prioritizing others at the cost of your own well-being, it's a clear indication that your boundaries might need some reinforcement. Consider this, when you're on an airplane, the safety instructions advise you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. Why? Because you can't effectively assist anyone else if you're struggling to breathe. The same principle applies in your everyday life. If you continuously neglect your own needs, you'll eventually run out of energy and resources to offer others. The takeaway here is simple yet crucial. Your needs are important. They deserve attention and care. You can't pour from an empty cup, so remember to cater to your own needs too. Your needs are important. Remember to cater to them. The 5th sign of poor boundaries. You tolerate disrespect. Imagine this scenario. You're in a conversation with a friend, a colleague, or a family member. They say something that belittles you, undermines you, or simply leaves you feeling small. You feel the sting of their words, yet you choose to stay silent, to let it pass, to tolerate it. This, my friends, is a clear signal of weak boundaries. It's an indication that you're allowing others to cross the line, to disrespect you without facing any consequences. It's important to remember that respect isn't a privilege, it's a right. It's not something you earn, it's something you deserve. simply because you're a human being. So if you find yourself constantly tolerating disrespectful behavior, it's high time to reassess your boundaries. Start standing up for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you deserve respect. Do not tolerate anything less. So we've covered 5 crucial signs of poor boundaries. Let's take a moment to recap and underscore the importance of these markers. Firstly, we discussed overcommitment. When you find yourself always saying yes to everyone and everything, it may be a sign that your boundaries are not well defined. Remember, it's not about being selfish, it's about understanding your limits and respecting your own time and energy. The second sign we looked at was difficulty in making decisions. If you're often swayed by others' opinions or feel a constant need to seek validation, it might be time to reevaluate your boundaries. Your decisions should primarily be influenced by your own thoughts and feelings, not by an overwhelming need to please others. Moving on, we discussed constant guilt. Feeling guilty whenever you say no or put your own needs first is a glaring sign of poor boundaries. Understand that it's perfectly okay to prioritize yourself at times. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. The fourth sign we highlighted was neglecting personal needs. If you're always focused on delivering for others and ignoring your own needs, you're likely operating with weak boundaries. Remember, taking care of your own needs isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Lastly, we spoke about tolerating disrespect. If you often let others overstep, belittle you, or disregard your feelings, it's a clear sign of poor boundaries. It's essential to stand up for yourself and demand respect in all your relationships. Recognizing these signs is the first step to setting healthier boundaries. It's not an overnight process, and it's okay if you stumble along the way. What's important is that you're aware and committed to making a change. Remember, boundaries aren't about creating walls or shutting people out. They're about defining what is acceptable to you and what isn't. They're about knowing your worth and asserting it. They're about cultivating respect and mutual understanding in your relationships. So if you've recognized any of these signs in your own life, take it as a signal to re-examine your boundaries. Start small, be patient with yourself, and remember, it's okay to seek help if you need it. There are numerous resources and professionals out there who can provide guidance and support on this journey. And as you embark on this path towards healthier boundaries, remember, it's not just about improving your relationships with others, but also about fostering a stronger, more respectful relationship with yourself. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to MindBlend for more insightful content. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep setting those boundaries.